Everyone, how are you doing today? My name is Karina and welcome back to my channel. Today's video we are continuing on the panning journey with an update, and this one is for my Finish 7 by Spring project pan. As the name suggests, Finish 7 by Spring is to finish 7 items by springtime, so this one started on January 20th. You're getting the update February 20th, and of course the next time we talk about this project will be the finale on March 20th. So it is a short-term project and it is rolling to help me make sure I do hit my 7 goals, because I did have a range of items. Ones I was very confident I would finish, and ones I wasn't sure I was going to finish but I was hoping to, and ones that are just taking much longer than anticipated. So let's just dive right into all of the progress for this update, and the only update for this project. The first item that I had put into this project was this little sample here. So this is the Skinfix Barrier Triple Lipid-Peptide Cream. Long name, long name. This sample had 15 milliliters of product in it, and I did finish it, but it was cutting it close. I started using this kind of interchangeably with my skincare that is in my skincare project pan, and then it was turning into using it once a day, and then it was turning into using it twice a day because I literally just finished this a few days ago. There was a lot of product, again 15 milliliters in here, but it went far. Like, you really did not need very much of this. So we're looking at a couple weeks of what would count for both day and night usage. So, hard product. It was harder than I was anticipating. I did want to have it done for this update, but I did get it done. But sadly, this is the only item that I had a goal to finish for this update that I did. I finished other things, don't get me wrong, but let's just dive into it. If you guys also want any kind of reviews on these items, I do try to save them for my empties videos. I tend to do those about once a month, so that guy should be featured in my March empty. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe so you don't miss it. The second item I rolled in was this guy. So this is the Bath & Body Works. This is their Butterfly Body Cream. This one has notes of raspberry nectar, iris petals, and airy vanilla. It was brand new when I rolled it in, and not very satisfying there. I cut into it. It is completely empty in there. Isn't that so exciting? So satisfying. I do try to cut into the body creams because you can usually get at least one full body application. So you do need to cut into it to get that out. This one, of course, has hyaluronic acid and shea butter in it. And I got it done. So we'll be rolling in a replacement for this item. So the third item I rolled in, I was hoping to have it finished for this update. And no, not quite. This is my Jimmy Choo. This is their I Want Choo perfume sampler. There is only 2 milliliters of product in here. So these weren't completely full when I started. So we started up at this line here, and I only got down to here. I try to wear a little bit of perfume, right? I work in a scent-safe area, so I don't wear perfume to work, so I do try to apply after. I can't wear a whole bunch of perfume because I get a lot of headaches and migraines, and scents can sometimes trigger that. But I did use this. And for the things that weren't skincare, body care, I did track my usage. I used this 30 times. 30 times. And I was not able to finish it for this update. It will be finished for the finale because we just have this little bit of progress left here. But 30 uses. Because again, I tried to reapply on days where I applied it earlier and it kind of faded throughout the day. But yeah. So, this is good to know about myself and my perfume consumption because I have lots of these little sample sizes. I've got some full-sized items. So perfume is going to be something that's going to last me a very long time. The fourth item is this guy. So this is my Maybelline. This is the French side. This is the Maybelline. This is the Super Stay Full Coverage Under Eye Concealer. My shade is in 20 Sand. I had taken the stopper out right before my update last time. And we're getting more empty in there, right? So there's still a fair amount amount coming on the wand, as you guys can probably see there. But I don't think, yeah, like you're getting a little bit more on scraping. But I am still optimistic I will be able to have this finished for the finale. Like there isn't a whole ton left in there. I do use this quite often. So some of these numbers are from reapplying makeup. So if I do my makeup twice a day, if I do touch-ups, I still count it for items like this because that's still about the same amount of use. I used this item 38 times. So fairly substantial progress over the course of the month. And we'll just keep going. Hopefully I'm able to knock it out for the finale. Item number 5 was a mini loose powder. This is the Nude by Nature. This is their Banana Translucent Finishing Powder. Translucent but in the shade banana. That checks out. I put this into the project mainly because I just wanted to see how long it takes me to go through powder. Because I don't powder a whole lot. I do under the eye. I kind of set this area over here as well. A little bit in here, but that's it. I don't do a whole lot. It was a new product when I started, and I didn't mark it this way. I should have done that. It was probably like pretty close up here towards the top because it was a full item, but I only got it to this mark here. So just under half of the product left, I would assume, I would guess. There's a bit of powder up in that lid from trying to get this to settle for you guys. Oh, yeah, we just lost a bit. One of the annoying things about loose powders, I do prefer pressed ones, but gotta get through them. So based on this progress, I don't think this is going to be one that I'm going to be able to finish for the finale, unfortunately. But you know what? That's okay. This was more about getting a sense of how I progress through powder, how I use it, and with especially this mini one, I feel like I lose a lot of powder, so this isn't the most accurate representation since some of this is lost powder progress as well. But you know what? We're progressing. We're getting through it. It won't be done, I don't anticipate, but we'll have a better sense of how I use powder. 2 items left, and of course the next one, this was in my plan to pan makeup for 2023, which of course is my Lorac eye gloss. This is in the shade Yacht Club. And guys, okay, not on that angle there, but over here, like it's actually settled now. I had the stopper out last time, so you can see there's a lot of emptiness in there. So I kind of was taking some from the top. I was trying to get some of the stuff lower down. And like when it's in like this, like I'm really having a hard time reaching that product. Like this is pretty much coming out dry at this point. So what I wanted to do with this item, since you can actually see it, I wanted to leave it for this update. But now that this update is going to be filmed, I want to go through with a Q-tip and try to mix it up, see if I can get more of this product up. Because I think there's still some decent stuff down in the bottom, if you guys can see that. Like obviously there's a hole through the middle of it. But I don't know if that's just dried up stuff. I don't know if that's, again, I don't know what's going on with it. But absolutely pretty. I love this color. It's got that blue to purple to green, a little bit of gold in there. Very beautiful. I do enjoy it. And I do want to get as much out of this as I can, which is again why I took the stopper out. So we will see. So this might be done depending on what happens after I mix it up, what I'm able to get onto the eyelid. And it might still be kicking around at the end of the project. We don't know until we get there, but that is the progress where we got to. And again, looks a little bit different than it did last time. I used the eye gloss 6 times last month. The final item that I have comes from this Lucky Glow palette right here. This is their bronze and highlight palette. I was working on the highlighter in Pots of Gold, and of course you'll see where it was last time. It was recently repressed when that picture was taken. And you guys, I was like, I don't know if I can finish this. And it's not there yet. I'll just give you that spoiler. But it is so close. This is Pots of Gold here. That little bit is it. Sorry, trying to not blind you here with the lighting. But that's all that is left. I mean, there's a little bit up here at the top, but that's it. This little area in here. I have made slight progress as well with the bronzer and this blush. So I was using this little trio together when I was using the burnt orange eyeshadow that I have in my eyeshadow usage project pan, just so you have a little bit more of that consistency with the coloring with the peach blush here. So I used the bronzer as well. So that looks a little bit different from the last time you saw it. You'll see I hit some side pan over here and have this just little remnant there. But for this project, this is the focus, and it's going to get done for the finale. I didn't know if I can do it, but it is going to be done, and I am so excited because that will be the first highlighter that I will have finished ever. So I finished these two items, one of my skincare items and one of my body care items for this update, which means we'll be rolling in replacements for both of these. So to replace the Skinfix Moisturizer, I'm going a little bit smaller with the sample size just because this one was so much work and I don't want to detract too much from my skincare project pan, but I have lots of samples I want to work through. So let's roll in this one. So this is the Philosophy. This is their ultra light moisturizer with vitamins and antioxidants. And it has 7 milliliters of sample in here. So if we open up the box, and that's that little guy right there. So a little bit less than half of this one that I used up. And yeah, we'll give it a go. This one I'm going to be using probably as my day one. This one I was using primarily at night, and then it was morning and night to try to finish it off. But this one's going to be more of a day to help counterbalance a little bit. So this I should be able to finish for the finale. To replace the Butterfly Body Cream, I am actually going to replace it with a body lotion. And this is also from Bath & Body Works. This is in Bonfire Bash. So this one smells very nice. This is kind of, they've set this as a fall scent, right? The campfire, the drinks, the treats, all of that good stuff. The notes in here are vanilla bourbon, creamy sandalwood, and cashmere musk. And I actually do enjoy this. When I first picked it up, it kind of smelled like brownies to me. I don't know why. Now, you may be wondering, why am I rolling in this scent in this time of year, right? It is February right now. We are very much into winter, slowly transitioning into spring, and that's what I was doing with this scent. It was a very spring kind of scent to help hopefully encourage the spring to come. But the reason why I'm here. So this is my starting point for this particular lotion, and the reason why is because I was starting to use this lotion in November, and this was the one I was primarily using. But then December rolled around and I wanted something that was going to be a little bit more Christmassy, something a little bit more holiday. So I put this one on hold because I didn't want the Christmas one to run into January. So this one's just kind of been sitting, hanging out. And because I've been rolling in other lotions and creams into my projects, this one's kind of sat at the back burner. So I want to make sure that I finish it, and because we're still in winterish, especially up here in Canada, right, I can still get away with this scent right now, but I would like to have it out before spring comes because then I'm definitely not going to want it. These do have a 12-month life after opening, which I could leave until winter if I wanted to, but I also don't want to just leave a partially used lotion open with that kind of sitting there in the back of my brain being like, you have this open, why don't you finish it instead of opening something new? So I'm going to use this one, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to finish both this one and the body lotion that's currently in my skincare project pan over the course of March. So with 2 items currently finished, what I'm anticipating for the finale, number 3 is going to be, of course, my highlighter. Number 4 is going to be the little fragrance here. Number 5 is going to be the lotion. I'm dropping things. Oh no. There we go. Number 6 is going to be the moisturizer. And then number 7 is most likely going to be the under eye concealer, which means I will hit my goal of 7 items. So hopefully it should be able to happen. I might also be able to get the Lorac out. It kind of depends on what happens after I stir it and mix it up. Is it just all dried out at this point? And if there is, there's not a whole lot in there. And the stopper has been out for about a month now. Or, yeah, just over a month. Somewhere in that range. So it could be 7, could be 8, could maybe be 6. So we will either hit the goal, be just under it, or just surpass it. But that is it. That is my entire update, and the only update for the Finish 7 by Spring Project Pan. And so we should hopefully be able to hit some goals. And if not the 7, we are going to be very darn close, which is still more progress than I would have had if I didn't do this project, especially on the highlighter. I mean, that's going to be the achievement of the project. I'm just going to say that right now. So that's so exciting. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I know it's just a little small little mini project pan, so to get a few things out. Again, that good mix of body care, skincare, fragrance, and of course makeup. Make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss my finale, which is going to be coming to you guys on March 20th. And if you enjoy Project Pan content, I have lots of other projects that I'm involved with, and stay tuned. There's still going to be a few more coming. So I've got some stuff planned out for you guys. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you guys in my next video very soon.